Hello, hello. Good evening. How you doing, VetTech Tony?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. It's been a long day, and I seen you earlier about
An
been
hour
looking
ago.
forward to this. Been looking forward to this tonight because we knew we were talking about. We're
Yep.
ready for it,
Yep.
and we are good to go. So, welcome everybody to the Three Wise Pet Pros. As you may know, our whole goal and vision is to educate and as learn as well. We want to educate all those pet parents out there on the different ways to just improve the health and well-being of their fur babies, but not just fur
Whoop,
babies, reptiles, fur babies, amphibians, whatever you got. It's the Three Wise Pet Pros, not dog or cat, right? We go past that because we know that everyone loves their different pets. So welcome. Any minute now, our third pet pro, Ms. Nicole, may pop in. So don't be surprised if you see her pop in. And we have so I'll just go ahead and introduce you to the other pet pro tonight, and then we will introduce our topic for the night.
Yes, yes,
Woo!
yes. All right. Hello, I am Miss VetTech Tony, one of the Three Wise Pet Pros, and I'm so happy. Like Dr. Krim said, we were together earlier. Today was a great vibe, even though it was a little cloudy and rainy. When we two are together, we keep it 100 and we make it happen. And it's a good day. We were excited about coming on tonight. And I think if somebody already knows what our topic is. Hello, Mr. Paul Frazier and Miss Katie Wright. How are you guys doing this evening? Thank you for joining us tonight. Katie says, maybe that should be the title. Bet you can't guess my favorite breed.
I know, I like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, that's the wrong.
Well, actually, no, I think that's right because we wanted to kind of just
Yes,
talk
yes,
in general first, right? About
yes.
some of the different things that make up what are some of the things that we're going to be thinking about that help us to decide what our favorite breeds are, right?
Right.
And if you have any ideas, put some things in the chat. Like, what are some of the things that you feel like we're about to talk about right now that influence us? What are some of the influences to, deciding which breed we like and want and stuff like that? Go ahead, put it in the chat. What are some traits of pets? Well, are we talking about specifically dogs today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are talking specifically about dogs. So, okay, so we've got Paul. Paul, you said the size and the attitude. Okay, that's one of them. Yay!
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
This is the question and answer part, that we said we're going to start doing it every time. So, great job, Paul.
I think you mentioned a second one too. What did he just say?
He said how cute or how rugged. He said size and then attitude, and then he
Oh, okay.
how cute or rugged.
That would be demeanor.
Right. I'm like rugged. I haven't really heard that word being used for a dog recently before, but I love it.
Well, if he got a son named JoJo, he needs a dog that's gonna be kind of rugged, like a little rough and tough.
Exactly. Rough and tumble. And Katie said something too. Can you see her?
Yeah, she said, in my opinion, people should consider energy levels, hair type, size, weight. Did nobody tell you to give all the answers, Katie? Okay, show's over. But yes, most definitely. Most definitely. So let's just go a little bit deeper into those. So, like one of those being exercise. If you go, okay, so let me go into one of my favorite breeds, and you may know one of them, and German Shepherd. German Shepherd dogs have a high exercise level. And that's one of the reasons that I did get her. I got her because it was going to help motivate me, except for when it's 32 below zero, you know, and when it's even 32 degrees, it still feels like it's below zero.
Right.
But it's just to help motivate me to move. But I also got her Because I thought about thought that, you know, my dad had one, my grandma had, so it was an emotional connection as well. But yes, because it definitely wasn't the hair. Like I knew that hair was going to be a factor, because we either had short hair dogs or we had dogs that you had to groom. So bringing Kaori into the house, like, oh my goodness.
But,
It's a different level.
Put the little banner up for hair or whatever, or exercise. It was hair exercise. I'm sorry.
I did put exercise up.
Oh, sorry, I missed it. Like you said, Katie gave so many right in a row. I think I missed it.
So yeah, hair coat is a big one, and sometimes I think people, when they, you know, they'll go for hair coat when they think about their allergies, like they'll look for a hypoallergenic dog. So yes.
Oh, I think Nicole might be there.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Hello, Crazy Air Homes. Great evening. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey,
Miss Cleaves.
Hey.
Hi.
Let me get this. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Yeah.
So we're going ahead and talking about our favorite breeds and going through some of the different traits and everything. Let's see. Katie said that people should also know that true hypoallergenic breeds don't exist. Oh, you're gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings with that one, Katie.
I just had that talk with someone. I can't remember who it was. I was like, because it's not the hair that people are allergic to. It's the saliva and the dandruff.
Yeah.
Yep. That's true. That is true. Many times the dog dander is still present, and all dogs that go outside will need an allergen. Yeah, that's right. So, but there are a lot of people out there, Katie, that they're so into the hypoallergenic, like, and you know, with some things, Katie, we don't try to convince people of it. Like we'll wind up tearing our hair out trying to convince people of some things, and that's not our job. Our job is to just, educate. Hey, we let you know, we put the information in front of you, and now, you made your own decision. So how's your day been, Miss Nicole?
Very busy. Very busy. Yeah. But, and another storm. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's the life in the South.
That's true. That is true.
How's y'all's day been?
So we've been going through, like I said, some of the traits. Any more? Yeah, right. People don't listen. No, they don't. All right. We're all.
What's one of your favorite breeds, Tanera?
Okay, so we've talked about all these traits. Okay, I'm gonna go with one of my three favorites is the Doberman Pinscher. I love the regal, beautiful Doberman. They are so gorgeous. Very first dog I ever interacted with as a actual baby. Daddy brought me home from the hospital, mom and dad, and he had to say Blitz. His name was Blitz, like Blitzkrieg. Blitz, no, you can't. This is our family, right? And so he was sniff. Everything is good. From then on, he was totally protecting us. So the Doberman, we had the black variety. The red ones are so beautiful as well. Hair coat, I don't know if they shed a lot. I feel like they don't shed a lot. I can't really remember as far as hair coat, but just I would say for that is the protective status, the beautiful bone structure and body. They're just so regal, and I like them with short ears or long ears.
Yes. All right. So we'll come back to you just a minute, Nicole. But Katie has a favorite breed. I mean, she was the first one to say, guess what breed my favorite is. And hers is, and let me see if I can get it right. Otterhound. Yes. So she has Miss Penny over there. That's right, Penny, right? Yeah. Over there recovering. Can't wait to get back into the creek, she said. So hopefully she's doing great. But that is Katie's favorite breed.
Who's Facebook user?
Of course.
Symbol. Was that a lion? Oh no, a dog. Okay. Who is Facebook user? Is that you, Kayla?
Nah, Kayla usually says her name. So, Miss Nicole, while we figure that out, put your name in the chat if you came in as an unknown guest. Yes. What's your favorite breed, Miss Nicole?
Well, of Corso, it must be Cane Corso.
Yay! We never knew.
Is there a particular reason why?
They are really gentle giants. They are clingy, but they're protective and they are just so loyal. I don't know what else to say. They are clingy though, very clingy.
Is one looking at you right now?
Yes, she's sitting here looking at me.
Looking like the love of your life. Is like,
yeah, she has finally earned her right to not be crated when I'm home. So she has free reign of the house, but the bedroom doors are closed. She's done a great job for the past 2 weeks. So yeah. The only thing I found that she did one day was steal a sock, but that was my fault.
Okay.
So great.
That's definitely an interesting breed. I know a lot of people want to know about the Corso because there may be some misconceptions, like you said, gentle giant and all of that stuff. So hopefully you guys are taking notes on these breeds, especially if you're in the market for something. Hello, James Carden. That's you, Facebook user.
Hello, Mr. Carden.
Saying that poodle is your favorite, and you put a little emoji of a poodle in there. So we know you got a poodle. Don't you also have
a miniature schnauzer?
A schnauzer? It was something else.
A mini schnauzer, because I think I have a picture with him somewhere.
It's something else, or maybe he has more than one. But
a black poodle and a white poodle.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna be.
Why are we guessing? Tell us which ones you got, James.
I can't think of it. Like as soon as he says it, I'm gonna be like, boom, that's what it was.
So Mr. Frazier's favorite breed or as a boxer. He did put that in the chat, so I know that's why he put it, because I do know that is his breed that he likes.
Okay, so what are some of the things you like about boxers? I think whenever I always say whenever I hear boxer, I think of everything we learned in vet school, which was every single ailment that we ever learned about. And they always said which breeds were predisposed to the boxer was practically in every single breed. Right. That's, but I mean, they are lovable, wonderful, huggable. They got those cute little faces. And I mean, they're great.
Right.
So, and Robert Crazy Air Holmes, you like large breeds. Okay. So no little, we won't curse on this, but little ankle biters for you, huh? Robert. That's awesome. That's awesome. So were there any other traits or characteristics that our people did not mention as we move to our second?
So we talked about, we really didn't touch base on size. So let's talk about that one a little bit. So, I mean, other than the fact that, Nicole's like the great big Cane Corsos and then German Shepherd. And then the Pinscher, that's considered a large breed too, because that's a big dog. I mean, because they have the mini pin, but the big one, they can be standing like right up at your like chest, like their head be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Right.
So like where you live at goes into play in regards to like the size that you want. So like another one of my favorite breeds, actually it's my third, is smaller breeds, is because you can carry them. They're small. You can put them in a little bag, throw them over your shoulder, and you can go on. People be like, "You can't take a dog in." You didn't even know I had a dog, did you?
Right. All in the backpacks, head out.
Yeah. What should people know, Mr. Crazy Air Holmes? He said people should know
that boxers have hops, that they can really jump like very, very high. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Indeed, they do. Yes, they can. They're so weird. They're like weirdos, like in a good way. Just like people who have boxers are just don't even mind him. He's just like that.
Boing, boing, boing.
I will tell you guys my second favorite breed. If we're at that point right now, we can still
Yes,
kind of
ma'am.
bring the size. The second one that I like is a little smaller than that Dobie, and it is the Samoyed.
Oh
Anyone
yeah.
familiar with the Samoyed or the Sammy? Who can put into the chat what are some of the characteristics of the Samoyed, if you know? The Samoyed was my second dog, and this is the one that I had in middle school, high school. And again, I always tell the story, mom and dad was like, oh, mom and dad, I'm 12, 13. Can I get a dog? I want a dog. And probably like most parents, they were like, I'm gonna wind up having to clean up after this. You ain't gonna, you say you're gonna do it, but 3 weeks later, so that's what they were thinking. So that's definitely like probably what my dad was thinking, because he's like, I'm gonna have to be the one winding up. But then I heard him talking and conferring in the side, and my mom was like, James, her grades are good. She ain't out here messing around with them boys. Let her get her dog. And so then he was like, okay, I guess mom told him what had to happen. He was like, all right, come on, Tanera. Let's go on out to this pet store, and we're going to get you a real dog, a purebred dog. So my dog was from a store, and it was a Samoyed, and it was Kippy, and she was my girl for like,
I was like,
until I had to go away to college.
Miss Imani Jenkins, good evening. You didn't even know Kippy. Did she?
I think she did. Yeah. Yep, she did meet Kippy when she was quite young.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. No. Yes.
You said, yes, I did.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, so the Samoyed, no one put anything in there. That they're beautiful. They're white, fluffy. They have a curly tail, and they got that pretty little face, and they got a thick hair coat. So they're one of the ones with the shedding and blowout and stuff like that. Miss Tony, what is your second favorite breed and why?
I actually was like, that was a small breed. So that was my third one. So, but my second breed, why, is actually Nicole. What is your second breed?
Yes, my bad.
My second breed is, oh gosh. I had an American Staffordshire Terrier. He was pretty good. So I guess anything in the pit bull terriers, those breeds. Of course they're easy to come by.
Right. That's the truth.
But one of my goals was to show people that just because this breed had a bad rap, that they could be gentle as well, depending on how they're raised. And I've always loved that breed, but there's so many restrictions against them that I just had to move to something else. But they can be very gentle, and I feel like they're just like humans, It depends on how you're raised, how you will treat other people,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is my second favorite breed.
So I'm gonna come in right behind that, because that is my second favorite breed as well. The American Pit Bulls, because I have a Staffordshire Kaya. Actually, it's my grandpa, but she's like mine. They're really friendly. They're intelligent. They're strong-willed. And yes, I'm looking at some notes, because those are some of the words that I wanted to use specifically to identify why. Not just because I just love my pitty. It is because, they're a short hair breed. They're, they're exercise. So they, a good dog to go exercising with, go running with you, walking with. They are a protector, just like the German Shepherd dog is as well. And they are like any dog, we just love them. They're loyal from within. You can, from the time you bring that breed home, that's one breed that I know that you don't really have to leash your dog. I don't encourage that at all. I encourage whatever you're out in public, please leash your dogs, because you don't know what other dogs may do and or what your dog may see. You may take off running and not listen to you in a moment. He'd be like, Mommy, I see a squirrel. But you didn't see that truck that was coming. So it's like, so yes, the American Pit Bull is my second favorite. So German Shepherd, American Pit Bull, and then small breeds because they're just lovable and huggable. You can take them anywhere.
Aww. I love that.
Without restriction in most cases, I should say.
Right. Yes. Well, speaking of being off of restriction, my third favorite is the cattle dog. And I wouldn't have said that probably several years ago. You just never know who's going to come across your doorstep sometimes, you know, and who's going to give you that love that you need. I didn't even realize I needed that love from Mayo until I got to that kennel that day and we made that connection. So I you talking to Amani?
Yeah. Like I played in the sandbox. I have pictures with her.
I know. Like, okay. And so her being a working dog, which she's not working right now, I tell you, she's over there like, and it's great to have a dog that has energy. She gives me energy. She makes me get up, right? Sometimes. And so that energy, that working dog status, that's a really a good thing as opposed to a lap dog. She wouldn't be satisfied with that. You know, you got to give the dogs what they need. If they need a job.
She said, you love Maya more than me. That is not true, Imani.
I'm going to stop talking right now. So yeah, the third breed for me is the cattle dog. Nicole, what's your third favorite breed?
Gosh, my third.
You can go back to the cane corso.
Like a
they really are the best. But I will say I've had so many different kinds of dogs in my life. I did have a couple of chow chows. They are pretty good, except they're just a one person kind of dog, and that can make it difficult. But I did have two of those.
Did you have them at the same time?
Yeah, Samson and Seiko. I remember the Seiko
watches.
Yeah, he was my watch.
You're my watchdog.
Yeah,
but
I must say that some of my best dogs over the course of my life were mixed breed dogs of medium to large size, the mixed breeds.
Okay.
I had a dog that was mixed with, he had Rhodesian Ridgeback, Rottweiler, and something else. But Bear, he was so handsome. And he would walk past you and he just lick you and keep going. Like he wouldn't really bother you. He was a good dog. And then we had Sheba, who was a pit bull boxer, something. So some of my best dogs have been medium to large breed, medium to large size mixed breeds. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'll take it because you never know what you're going to get with that hodgepodge of dogs, but all of them have been really good dogs. Yeah.
You say that it's like when you have a mixed breed and you could have like that mixed breed, and then it could be a litter of 6 and they'll all be looking different.
Yeah.
They're like, one will look like that breed and the other, is like that mixed breed. You never know what you're going to get. So when you are adopting a dog, like Katie had mentioned earlier, yes, you want to take into effect all those different things, their hair coat, their exercise needs, what size they're going to get, and their range of size. Not like somebody told you the size was only going to be 20 pounds. That could be some genetics that may take that dog up a little bit and over, and you can't, what are you going to do? Stop loving the dog?
Right.
Come on now.
I've seen that a couple times in the
Yeah.
practice where people have gotten a dog and thought that it was going to be this, and it wound up being that, or a pig.
That I was only thinking the same thing. I was like, Moo was like, we thought she was gonna be a little what is it, like a little potbelly pig.
Yeah.
So I was talking to a young lady who breeds potbelly pigs, and she was like, a miniature potbelly pig. I should have been like recording that when she told me that. She said they can be under like 100-some pounds. I was like, that's no longer a miniature then. Like, a miniature to me is like 50 pounds and lower.
Exactly.
When you're talking about a pig. But anyways, we're not talking about piggies tonight. We're talking about dog. Nicole kind of touched on it. The last topic that we really didn't kind of like talk about, but what role do they play? What job do they have? Dr. Crum has Maya, who is a cattle dog, and her by breed is go ahead, Doc.
I mean, I was going to say that Robert had made a note too, and it looked like several of the dogs that he mentioned, Border Collie, German Shepherd, Husky, all have jobs and all work and all of that. It's just super, super important to have a job. And so if we're bringing these wolves, into our house, into our families and stuff, we got to give them that enrichment that they need. So important to do your research on the type of dog you're planning to get, so that you don't have them wind up now being in some shelter or having to give away because you didn't do the research, right?
Right. You can't just be a pretty dog.
Right. So that's another reason why you definitely need to be linked into the 3 Wise Pet Pros, because we're going to guide you in the right direction with those things. So those are the kind of questions that you can ask us within the group anytime.
Right. Because sometimes, even for myself, when I think about things, I'll be talking about them with Dr. Crum. And then once I say them out loud to her, I'll be like, okay, I think I have my answer. So sometimes you just might need to type it in the chat or type the question. And then it's like, oh, and then you get all the responses, not from just Dr. Crum and that's Nicole, but also from our members who may have had these breed or have had experience with those breeds. So with Kaori and her training, I'm really on it with her, because I know with her breed specifically, even the pit bulls, not giving them that enrichment that they need, it could go so wrong. Like, to the point where, yes, I am an entrepreneur and I get to work at home, but also when I'm working outside the home, when I bought her crate, I knew just by how smart the breed is in general, I didn't get the basic crate from PetSmart. I got one that she's going to be comfortable in, one that I, as a pet mom, was going to be comfortable knowing that she was going to be comfortable in as well and safe. Because I remember watching her on camera when she was little in the little cage, and I was like, okay, I got to go home, because she was like, I said, she's going to hurt herself trying to get out of that. Yeah. And they will. So those are different things that you want to really think about. What time are you going to be? How much time are you going to be away from home? You may have to have a doggy sitter in #VetTechTony if you're in the Kalamazoo Portage area. To give them that exercise that they need, so that, because they love you 100%. If you adopted them, if you paid for them, bought them, picked them up on the street, they came at your door and was like, I'm hungry. They love you, and they don't want you to take them to a shelter or give them away because you couldn't meet their needs. So think about some of the things that we as pet parents can do to, hi, Miles over there, squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Think of things that you can do as a pet parent before you say, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So that was my last thought. I think I almost went into speech mode.
Soliloquy. Let's see. Paul Frazier, Jojo wants a Belgian Malinois.
Oh, gosh. Be ready.
Shepherd. Yeah.
Just be ready.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
What are you gonna have to build? Oh. What are you gonna have to build, Robert? What are we talking about? I don't know, but yes, that ball has been everywhere. That thing is indestructible for Mayo.
What kind is it? Because I need to know that.
I know. Here, bring me that ball, Mayo. Bring it here.
Yeah, because all of mine.
Bring it here. Bring it here. Come on.
I think Mayo just really likes that ball, so she hasn't really just chewed it.
Oh, because nothing passed over here.
This here, it doesn't have a brand name on it, but I know I just got it from like a pet supply store that had them in a bin, and you just got to try them. But maybe this kind will do because she has not been able to get anything out of this.
Okay. We'll see.
Oh, crate. Gonna have to build a crate. Oh, yeah. Indeed. I think that'd be great. She does try to break it. So, this week we focused on dogs, and typically we focus on all the animals, and we are going to continue to do that. But we wanted to just take a moment this week and go through some breeds, and really, that's what the majority of pet owners in this country have. But that doesn't mean we have to limit it to that. But we wanted to focus on the breeds today. And thank you so much for everyone who joined us and put into the chat. We just really, really love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
And if you hadn't noticed, we are here a little bit earlier this week. So we're moving to 8:00 instead of 9. We're getting up there at 8. 9:00 is bedtime. So 8:00 Eastern, 7:00 Central. That's when we're gonna be here, unless we change something again. And if we do, then that's what we're gonna do. So
remember to follow our page. Do that part where it's like,
no,
of course we want them to follow, but we want them to follow everything.
#share. Yeah, follow everything, meaning go into the settings, change it to all instead of just highlight, so that you can never miss a post by us.
Yes.
Because we're about to blow up, right, Miss Nicole? I love it when she says that. We're about to blow up.
Oh, she had her mic muted.
Yeah, because of the puppy noise.
Understandable.
That's what we do. They that's what they do. The only reason Kaori is not like right up under me is because she's with Poppy, my son.
Oh, okay.
That basically like her daddy.
Okay.
Like, which one of y'all taking me? You taking me? Okay, you.
She got her choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, you guys, is that it? Is anything else?
We definitely talked about not all the traits, because I'm pretty sure there's some traits out there that we did mention, but we did talk about hair coat. We didn't mention coloring. So I think Katie did, but one of the things as a vet tag is that when you're looking for a dog and you look at the litter and you're like, I want the little gray one, or I want the little chocolate one. Depending on what breed it is, that dog may change color. Don't be mad at that fur baby and be like, and say, it's not the color that I wanted it to be.
Well, we did have a situation like that.
Yes, we did.
It was kind of
and I got some attitude about that. But with that being said, coloring
happens a lot with Corsos.
They think,
oh, I want he's so cute and black, and I want him. And then weeks later, he's got all this brindle in him. Like, you're like, why is it brown right there? What's happening to his fur?
Like your attitude.
Yeah. He's supposed to be blue, gray, whatever. No, sorry. You see that brown coming in?
No. And Kaori's Sable is her AKC color, and her color has changed where, like, I don't even know what color she's going to be. Because one time I was like, oh, the red is coming in, like the red and black Sable, but she's got a little bit of red in her like tufts here, but then it's like the tan and the black. So she's definitely going to be tan and black, but how much of the black and how much of the tan, that has changed. And she's 7 months now. And then it's changed. And I love her more. Like I get excited about when I brush her, I'll be like, what color is the fur that we're losing today?
Right. Exactly.
So coloring though, it's important. You know, some people like, it doesn't match my furniture. Like, really, you should have just went to the stuffed animal, Toys R Us, the closest toy store, and picked out a puppy that was the exact color that you wanted. Yeah. And so it'll match your furniture.
Either that or go to IKEA and get all your furniture clear. Keep and clear. See through.
Yes. But so we didn't talk about that one. So yes, coloring. We did talk about demeanor of the dog and their exercise needs and how important that is, giving them and the exercise that they need, as well as us as their human, but also what role they play in our lives and what job they have, giving them, as Dr. Kroom was saying, like giving them that enrichment so that they're not bored, so they don't tear up things because they are bored. Because that's usually where some of the negative activity comes from, is because you're not doing what you need to do as a pet parent. Then they're like, if you ain't gonna take me for a walk, I guess I'm gonna go in here and tear all this toilet paper up. Or I'm gonna go in here and chew all these socks up. Oh, yeah. You wanted the crotch to your underwear? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I am guilty of. I've been so busy this past few weeks that I have not been doing what I needed to do with the puppies. Mm-hmm. And today I put them outside because I was running late. Put them outside. Didn't put one in a kennel. We had a storm coming, and I didn't even think about that. And I got home, and that very nice French drain that I had installed
chewed up.
There is plastic tubing hanging out of my backyard now. I don't know how much it's going to cost me, but that's all my fault. I have not, for the past couple of weeks, I have not been doing what I needed to do with them. I woke up late and I was like, okay, y'all are going outside. The big dogs are coming in. See you later. So I don't know if they chewed it because of stress from the storm coming, or just because, all right, you're going to put us out here like that? We got you.
You put us in the play yard. Yay.
Yeah, we got some teamwork going on. So
no, you need a doggy sitter too far away.
Right.
Hobby.
But yeah. So yeah, something else to consider when you get a breed that, you know, if you can't come home for lunch or, you know, work, that if they need that mid-time, let out activity time, dog sitters, pet sitters, they're definitely worth it. Because like you said, you don't know how much that drain is going to cost you to fix.
Exactly.
You told on yourself, so I have to speak on it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's my fault.
Yes, ma'am. And we want them to be safe. So
yeah.
Yes, we do. We're gonna have to talk to Paul Frazier about see what breed we can get him for JoJo, because JoJo, you can't let JoJo pick. Like he might see a breed and be like, I want a Belgian. He doesn't really know what he wants.
That Belgian is gonna keep you on your toes. I wouldn't. Yeah, that Belgian. I think I've told Paul Frazier that.
They're super smart. Like he said,
they are very smart.
And so,
right next door to that German Shepherd.
Why don't we go for a golden retriever?
With the golden retriever, like you can go and meet other golden retrievers and you can get your kid mixed up because they all just kind of alike. I had a golden retriever and I'm like, they all just kind of blend in. You don't know who's who.
I know on Thursdays I have a client who's a golden and I'll be like, gotta love a golden. It's Thursday.
Oh gosh, they shed a lot.
OMG. Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I have a dog sitting job. I had a dog sitting job, and there's and it was a red dog, red retriever. Okay. And she literally, I was like, "Can you try to keep a dog from like not like rubbing up against you?" No, she was like, "No, that's what I want to do. Yeah. Like that's how I need to say hi to you." I was like, okay, I give up. Hi. Yes, just yes, natural shudders.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, like Dr. Krum said, everybody, I think we went down the list of everything we talked about and some of the things that we didn't talk about. We touched base on those, and we learned about some of the Three Wise Pet Pros' favorite breeds, and we learned what your favorite breeds were. So that was awesome. That was fun.
That was fun. Yay! So next week we'll be back at the same time, same place. Thank you for saying that we're amazing. You're amazing too.
Oh, thank you.
Three Wise Pet Pros, y'all. And we are signing out for the week. Take care.
Take care,
Good night, everyone.
Bye.